Welcome back to Poetry and
Everything is Paula LlEWELLYN. How Paula LlEWELLYN is too old to be occupying the office of DPP. But the first question I would like to ask is like, isn't Paula LlEWELLYN of sound mind and discretion, brethren? Isn't Paula LlEWELLYN in control of all her faculties, brethren? Isn't Paula LlEWELLYN one of the best prosecutors ever touched Jamaica, brethren? The most confident and the most uncorrupted prosecution ever touched Jamaica, brethren? And at this time, to find out that the leaders of the People's National Party, they could not find anything else to do, and at this crucial moment, brethren, is to try with all the muscles in their bodies, all the muscle in their bodies, and the one old screwdriver that them have left over there, the People's National Party, to try and screw Paula LlEWELLYN out of the DPP's office. For what? For what reason? Jamaica is being suffocated by crime and violence, brethren. Jamaica is considered one of the most violent places on the earth, in most instances. Why would you want to remove the Director of Public Prosecution from office at such a crucial moment in Jamaica's judicial history, brethren? Now remember, Paula LlEWELLYN has been prosecuting the Vybz Kartel case for years. And the Vybz Kartel case has come back for maybe a retrial. And Paula LlEWELLYN is spearheading the whole retrial thing. Why? Which government in their rightful sense, which leaders in their rightful sense at this moment would want to remove a prosecutor that has all the knowledge of the case at her exposure? Which government or which leader would even try to move that prosecutor at this moment in time? The best decision at this time would to keep the said prosecutor in the case until the Vybz Kartel case is completed, totally completed, and there's no more Vybz Kartel case. Is either Vybz Kartel is freed at retrial, freed before retrial, or Vybz Kartel is sent back to prison for how many years that he should spend for the alleged murder that he had committed. And who else is going to sit in Paula LlEWELLYN's shoes? Who? That little woman named Pike? As far as I'm concerned, I don't know nothing about her there. She could be corrupted like the screwdriver himself. Right? Why remove Paula LlEWELLYN at this moment in time? Why would the People's National Party, out of everything else that the country is going through, that you would take it upon yourself, you would embark upon this mission to remove Paula LlEWELLYN from office? To remove the Director of Public Prosecution from office. The Prime Minister, I am always licking out on the Prime Minister for decisions that he has made in the past. But brethren, right now, the decision that Sir Andrew Holness has made at this point in time to keep Paula LlEWELLYN, to extend Paula LlEWELLYN's position as the Director of Public Prosecution is a paramount decision, and it's a decision that is for the people and not for the criminal elements in society. It is for the people. I will repeat it now. It is for the people, and Sir Andrew Holness have finally made the right decision to extend her tenure as DPP Director. Now, the PNP does not see it in that light. And the question I am asking myself is, why would the PNP embark upon such a journey at this time? What do they have to gain from this? What? Vybz Kartel freedom? Is it that the PNP is driving at? Or does the PNP have another agenda going on to benefit from removing Paula LlEWELLYN from office, brethren? That is the question I am asking, What is going on in Jamaica? Is the People's National Party for the people, for the country, for truth in this country, for justice in this country, or is the PNP just trying to benefit politically from illegal activities? Because Why would you try to remove Paula LlEWELLYN from office? What is the agenda? Me ask it again, people in Jamaica. What is the agenda behind all of this? Yes, we know the woman is 60 and the age says 62. You have to leave at certain age. But if the Prime Minister extends her tenure, because she's already wrapped up in a case that I would believe at this moment that she's the person should see this case to the end. What is wrong with that? And isn't she on the path of justice? Doesn't she work for the state? So why would the People's National Party go about attacking the state, their own state? What is the agenda behind this? Is there some prosecution to come up that they do not want Paula LlEWELLYN to be a part of during the extended tenure? Remember, there's a whole lot of cases circulating right now, and members of the PNP, People's National Party, are said to be involved in a whole lot of criminal activities. And as far as I'm concerned, seeing the whole panel of attorneys from the People's National Party and their foolish leader coming out now in full-fledged to fight against Paula LlEWELLYN and remove Paula LlEWELLYN from office. And then when I look and see them, only thing I see in the People's National Party right now is a bunch of tools. A bunch of tools. Nothing else. The PNP, the People's National Party's members are nothing but a bunch of tools at this moment. A bunch of tools with all rusty screwdriver which seem to be finding itself on the wrong side of the law, in the wrong places most of the time. A Phillips screwdriver who has found itself in the wrong place of the law, who seem to be hiding from the real process of the law. And removing Paula LlEWELLYN might be just what they need at this time to protect certain people in their party. If you look at it this way, Jamaican people, removing Paula LlEWELLYN from office, how does that benefit the Jamaican people? Letting her stay, how does it not benefit the Jamaican people? That is a question that I am asking. How does it not help the Jamaican people? That is the question I'm asking, Jamaica is filled with so much organized crime. And organized crime, as you know in Jamaica, is not run by the simple little gunman on the street. Organized crime is not run by anybody simply, Organized crime is run by, most of the time, by heads of state, and heads of government, heads of police department. And we know as such Jamaica operate. Jamaica is like a mafia by itself, Jamaica is filled with nothing but organized crime entities who have lawyers under their control, police officers underneath their control, judges underneath their control, politicians underneath their control. And this act, no matter how they try to push the act to the people to make it appear as if it is constitutional, there's nothing constitutional about removing Paula LlEWELLYN from office, even though they can argue the point that but it's not under the Constitution, but under certain rules that she is too old. But as the Prime Minister changed it, it can be done. So I do not see the resolve here. Only a criminal resolve I can see. And this judge in the case who ordered that she be removed, that the extended tenure be terminated. Why? I don't know, but it would appear as if the People's National Party has found themselves cronies in all areas of the judiciary, because everybody seems to want to remove Paula LlEWELLYN from office for some unscrupulous reason I don't know. But the one thing I can tell the Jamaican people, that I have done cases with Paula LlEWELLYN over the years. And Paula LlEWELLYN is one of the smartest prosecutors I have ever worked with. When I say one of the smartest prosecutors I have ever worked with, she understands evidence when a policeman put it forward to her. She understands the evidence. She understands evidence and she knows how to present evidence. She knows everything to look for in a criminal case and what not to look for. Yes, I am not saying that nobody is perfect and that she has not made any mistake. But she has never made a turn towards criminality as far as I'm concerned, towards corruption as far as I'm concerned. A whole lot of people are saying that Paula LlEWELLYN is corrupt. But how? What has she done? And why is the challenge at this point in time? Why would the People's National Party sought to challenge her extension when the Vybz Kartel case is about to start? And she is the person to continue the case. Who's best to continue this case for the people? Because Paula LlEWELLYN is not doing this for herself. It is justice for the victim and justice for the good law-abiding citizens in Jamaica, not cartel followers, not the world boss followers, and not the PNP followers, and not the JLP followers either. This is for the people of Jamaica. This is for the justice in Jamaica, the system of justice in Jamaica that we need to bring back to Jamaica. That it doesn't matter who you are, where you live, where you come from, how much money you have. You're not supposed to be untouchable by the hand of justice, brethren. And I see Paula LlEWELLYN as that type of prosecutor who is willing to go the extra mile in the pursuit of justice for the Jamaican people. It don't matter who the accused is. So why would you want to remove a person like that? Because she has reached a certain age? Has she extended her use? Has her usefulness vanished? That's the question. But the real reason why the People's National Party is doing all of this, that is what we need to figure out as Jamaicans at this point in time. That is all we need to figure out. Is it because of the cartel's prosecution? Is it because, as I said before, is it because of other cases that are supposed to come before her? Are people in the People's National Party scared of being exposed? Are they scared of being investigated? And are they scared that people will be charged? Because Paula LlEWELLYN will not lift her foot off the gas of justice. That's the question, you know. Why is she being in office, or Paula LlEWELLYN removal from office, is so paramount all of a sudden by the People's National Party? And if you look around, there's a certain amount of figures that you see circulating like vultures around the case. Mark Golding does not know his foot from his hand. He cannot even lead the party, much less. You go around making too much trouble, Mark Golding, and there's other important things that you should slide onto your plate right now. I've never seen you fight against the commissioner of police before, the appointment of the commissioner of police before. That is the things that you must do. But because the Jamaica Labour Party keep putting commissioners in office who don't know them foot from their hand. As a matter of fact, all commissioners are puppet and a string in any case, because they are appointments. But leave Paula LlEWELLYN alone. The Jamaican people need to put down their foot now. And we need to demonstrate for Paula LlEWELLYN to stay in office, to at least conclude the Vybz Kartel's trial. Because I believe that behind a shadow of a doubt that another prosecutor added to this case right now will not have the effect that Ms. LlEWELLYN will have on this case now or in the future for this case to complete. And I believe that she should stay in office to see the conclusion of the Vybz Kartel case, because she's the one who started it. And it's not over yet. It is her case and her fight. It is her fight as a representative of the people for justice. As a representative of the people against criminals in high places, brethren. Jamaican politics is intertwined with the criminal underworld too much. That is our problem in Jamaica. And politicians do everything, brethren, to keep their friends out of prison. The politicians in Jamaica have sold their souls. And they do not care about the people. In a nutshell, they don't care about the people. They care about his money in their pockets. Apart from issuing guns to criminals and protecting criminals by assigning them attorneys and speaking to judge to let their criminals friends free. That is what politicians in Jamaica do. That is what politicians in Jamaica do. Apart from corrupting the police department and procuring the help of senior officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force to protect their criminal friends, and not even say friend, their criminal associates. That is what the Jamaican politicians do. Both Jamaica and both sides of the fence, both JLP and both PNP. But right now it's not a JLP and a PNP thing. It's about justice for the people of Jamaica and justice for the family of a victim that has been brutally murdered. And the best solution for right now for the Vybz Kartel case is to keep the prosecutor that has started the case and the case until the conclusion. The biggest idiot in the world, the biggest buffoon in the world can realize that there's no other way. There should not be any other way. There should not be any other change right now in terms of the Vybz Kartel's prosecution. There are other investigations coming up. There are other cases coming up that PAULA LlEWELLYN might be involved in. But what you need to do is allow her to complete this case, and then the new cases, you find a new prosecutor to start these. So her tenure should be until the Vybz Kartel case has been concluded. Why put down your foot now? You're talking about if the JLP, if the Prime Minister had dialogue with you, it would have been different. How would it have been different? The fact of the matter that the People's National Party, who is alleged to be a criminal entity by the Young Police Channel, is showing the Jamaican people how criminal they can be, and the level they will take this to exercise their criminal intent to derail the rule of law in Jamaica, to derail justice for murdered victims in Jamaica. And there's trying to remove PAULA LlEWELLYN from office right now is one of the biggest, trust me, is one of the biggest attack on the Jamaican judicial system. Knowing, having knowledge of the case at hand that PAULA LlEWELLYN has been involved in and is still continuing in, why would your resolve be, amongst all the things that is happening in Jamaica now, to take PAULA LlEWELLYN off the case? That is my question to the People's National Party. Keep your criminal self to yourself, man. That is what you need to do. And stop corrupt Jamaica, and stop corrupt the people in Jamaica, and stop mislead the people in Jamaica to what is justice. All of a sudden, the biggest justice in Jamaica is PAULA LlEWELLYN not of the required age to continue her tenure is the biggest thing in Jamaica. It's the biggest constitutional breach in Jamaica. Is that the biggest constitutional breach in Jamaica? Open your eyes, man. The people need to come out and speak, because the people is the country. It's not PNP is the country. It's not JLP is the country. The people is the country. So it's time for the Jamaican people to come out and speak. We should have a voice in this.